dramatic, messy moment or beef to another one. So remember the other day when we played that clip of Tyler Perry eulogizing, that's not a word, I just made it up, eulogizing Angie Stone at the funeral and was going in on the music industry and all this other stuff. Well, guess who decided to jump on in the chat and talk about justice for her? Or where my where my apology at? Me. And then we done forgot about her. And I was sitting there thinking, you know what? This ain't the time or the place for you to come up here and start windmilling over an apology that you're never going to get. Never going to get it, 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 never going to get it. No, 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 no. In the words of In Vogue, you ain't never going to get that apology. But she get an A for effort. So, she decided to go on social media and post, I think she took the clip from the Jasmine brand, and she went on her Instagram on Tuesday, because today is Wednesday, so that was yesterday. And we have the clip. We're going to play that, and we're going to play where Monique felt the need that I had to remind you that not only, I had to play the clip with Tyler Perry, but I also had to play the audio footage of me confronting Tyler Perry eons ago. So she had to put all that up in there. But hold on, we'll play the clip, and then we'll come back and talk. So,
forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated. I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think and how to feel. So I don't see everything. But to think that this woman was in the business for all of these years, and there's a difference between performing because you want to and performing because you have to. All of those years, all of those songs, all of that money that was owed to her, where is it? It's wrong. It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to reap. Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated. I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think and how to.
The community is involved, and they want to see how it's going to play out, because the community is saying, wait a minute, hold up. We don't know this sister to be no bullshitter. We know she a loudmouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall, but what we know about it is she true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that that was wrong? Or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that, yeah.
So
the community is involved, and they want to see how it's going to counter.
I'm saying it now. I will let all of this cool off when I get back out on the press tour to promote my next thing. I know it's going to come up. That is when I will talk about it. But no, it's too hot. It's too hot. Y'all heated it up.
Counter.
I'm saying it now. I will let all of this cool off when I get back out on the press tour to promote my next thing. I know it's going to come up. That is when I will talk about it. But no, it's too hot. It's too hot. Y'all heated it up.
Counter.
I'm saying it now. I will let all of this cool off when I get back out on the press.
okay. So in case y'all don't know where all this is stemming from, why did she decide to play that footage? That was from back when she was doing the promo for Precious, the Oscar situation, where they wanted her to basically go around and campaign so that way she could, do the political thing, kiss the babies and shake a lot of people's hands and get, get the people riled up so that way they can go and vote for her to win, the award that she ended up winning. I think it was, what was it, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress? I can't remember. But, and the movie came out in 2009. And here we in 2025, she's still holding on to this energy, waiting for the apology because Oprah and him and a bunch of them, they was all trying to get her to do this thing for free. And she was saying, no, if I got babies, I got all this stuff going on, y'all need to pay me a fee to be running around here. We just heard there was a story. I think the director of The Brutalist was talking about how, like, when him doing these independent films and all this other stuff, that he was flat broke, that he didn't really make no money from doing those films. So I totally understand what her gripe was. But sis, at this point, you need to let this shit go. In the words of Elsa from Frozen. You need to let it go because you're not going to get that apology. So she went on to say this, an open letter to Tyler Perry. Now she writing open letters like, Peppermint and Frankie Ronde writing open letters to get more FaceTime on these reality shows. So she said, we would like to give our heartfelt condolences to Angie Stone's family and friends. Sister Angie, we stand on the shoulders of the elders and ancestors like you. So please know that your fight inspired us to write this letter and that the fight doesn't end with your passing as it is only beginning. Dear at Tyler Perry, well, I'm surprised he ain't blocked her. Because the ad went through. He said, I recently watched your heartfelt speech at Angie Stone's funeral where you expressed frustration over the mistreatment of the music industry. It struck me, and my husband Sydney, of course, he probably put your ass up to it. But I still love you, Mo. So don't come windmilling at me over here in the comments. If somebody happened to let you know I'm talking about this. Now, as poignant, but also made us reflect on some unsettling discrepancies in your actions towards me. One, you expressed anger over Andy's mistreatment, yet you labeled me difficult to work with, despite never having worked with me. How can you condemn poor treatment of others when you've imposed the same on me? We have audio of you admitting you were wrong. Well, yeah, and I just played y'all that audio. Number two, you asked, where's the money she's owed? Well, where's my public apology that you promised in 2016? The false narrative you perpetuated helped blackball me, costing me tens of millions. Where's the restitution for that? Number three, you mentioned being tired of us not receiving the benefits we deserve, yet you asked me to promote Precious for free without a contract or compensation, which highlights your double standard. Number four, you said we should be careful in how we treat children of God. As a man of faith, where's your responsibility to act with love and truth? You promised me an apology years ago, but it's yet to come. Unlike the music industry, which you rightly criticize, we have audio documentation of your actions. Shouldn't you be held accountable too? In closing, I hope your words at Angie's funeral inspire you to correct the wrongs done to my family and me. You have the power to do so. As you shared biblical teachings, please remember that what will it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? Mark 8:36. We await your response. With love and respect, Monique and Sydney. Well, child, like I said, you're not getting that apology. But the people in the comments said the following: Lord have mercy, how you make someone else's funeral your pity party? Another person said, it must be mentally exhausting to stay in victim mode all day, every day, year after year. Another person said, it wasn't the wrong place for Tyler Perry to call out the industry at her funeral, then it's not the wrong place for Monique to give her perspective on social media. Why do we feel the need to police Monique's response to the unwarranted and unfair disrespect and treatment, but not call out the injustice? Another person, I get it, but something about the timing don't sit right with me. Well, I guess at one point, and I think Monique jumped in the comments on that one, but it's like, okay, so when is the time? Because if I bring it up weeks later, people gonna get mad about that. So a lot of people feel like Monique is making this about her, but it's like, no, what she's doing, I get it. I mean, in the beginning, if you look on the surface, you would look at it as like, oh yeah, it's the wrong place, wrong time. This is not about you. This is about Angie Stone and how she was done. There's a lot of people that get done dirty in this industry, not just Angie Stone, but that's what he wanted to focus on. But you can't tell her how to not feel about a situation, especially when she's saying that Tyler Perry played a pivotal role in her getting blackballed in the industry because he went around saying she's difficult to work with. And all the evidence stemming from how she came across with Precious is like, yes, I have children. My husband is my manager. I cannot be running around here doing all this campaigning to get an Oscar for free. which means I can't run around and pick up another role and get a check because I am the breadwinner. My husband is my manager. My children ain't working. They little. I'm clearly the one that has to go out and get the bills paid and all this other stuff and give my husband a percentage. So I totally get why she's coming out and saying what she said. But girl, at this point, you're not going to get it. At least you got your apology, with the help of T.S. Madison, by the way, from Lee Daniels. You were in a movie that Lee Daniels directed. The one, I forget the damn name of it. The one where Glenn Close told she could smell her daughter nappy pussy. She was in that movie. The Deliverance, whatever. She was in that. But I don't know if she's worked ever since. And then she had the Netflix special. So if you still are able, if you're not completely blackballed and you got other things that you're going on, you have people that can give you gigs, focus on that. Fuck Tyler Perry. Because he's not going to give you your apology. Yeah, you can keep bringing it up and get it trending on social media. But I feel like at this point, he's not going to give you the apology. So stop trying to ask for something you ain't never going to get. I mean, it's nice that you at least trying to go out here and ask for him to give you this apology and all this other stuff. But at the same time, it's just like, sis. It's like I like Monique. Now, as far as the comedy ain't been comedy. The comedy ain't been comedying in a minute. But for the most part, like I said, you get an A for effort. I'm glad you said what you said. I'm glad you put this out here and feel like that he's being a bit hypocritical when you out here trying to act like you Pastor Perry, that you channeling your inner T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen and Hezekiah Walker. And now you want to run around here doing all of that because I guess you trying to, I don't know if your future in ministry is where you trying to go. And it's cute or whatever that you're doing that. But if you going to talk the talk, sir, you need to be able to walk the walk too. I'm not saying that you perfect and stuff, but yeah, you got to be able to walk that you talking. Walk it like I'm talking. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? In regards to what Monique, do you feel like it's wrong place, wrong time? Do you feel like that this is something that she should have said? She should have used Angie Stone's situation to basically platform herself. But I always say, if not now, then when, right? So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.